Frenzy will come through with the collect, and now this is looking dangerous. He's going to get the flip reset.
B, 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 B!
It's not really a pass, he gets the shittest hit of his life.
Flip reset, gets over Ultras, double tap. That is world class.
He's going to leave it for Blitz. Blitz gets a nice little pump. Oh, brief flip from Lucky Luke.
Definitely would have to agree. And we had a look at the bracket a little bit earlier, and I just noticed the scoreline between the Bandits' previous match, and they 3-0'd to get to this position. So very, very strong, which means that this could be a very tight match.
It very well could be, but that involves everyone getting into the map. LCT, last second, does get on the pitch just in time as we are kicking off our first game. Now it is Southern Stars in blue, Bandits B in orange. And again, this is a best of 5. Winner will be going to that grand final, of course, to take on those winners that we just saw.
Exactly right. This is almost going to be Bandits LFT rather than the Bandits B side, as most of the players are currently looking for the team as it stands to speak. But it's going to be Levi with a bit of mech play coming out early. Potato with a beautiful shot, but a double commit save to get that one out.
Yeah, Southern Stars with the first real attacking effort. They cannot convert it. LCT pass up to CJM, will be stopped by Leviathan, but Crazy has some space over the top, went for the reset, but wasn't able to corral that ball quite as he would like. Levi puts the ball up, giving both teams some chance to sort of regroup themselves.
We're seeing a couple of opportunities from both teams, which is really good to see early on, but nothing too dangerous. They're not really overcommitting. They're just seeing what they can get away with, and it's kind of opening up for Southern Stars as there is an infield pass by Potato, but it gets blocked out.
Yeah, it could have been an opportunity, but not quite there yet. Pass to LCT will get intercepted, and I have to give credit right now to the Southern Stars. I feel like they are playing a bit more aggressive, but that can bite you, as we saw right there. Both Haza and Potato pushing too far forward, leaving poor Levi back on his own. What can he do with the solo play? Well, he can get back to the orange side of the pitch. Ball rolling in the box. LCT waiting for that last second to make the save, but that does enable Potato to push forward. Haza goes up, but Haza cannot connect.
Oh, again, we're leaving Levi in a 1v2, even a 1v3 situation. He's done really well both times, so credit where credit is due. He's really locking it in for Southern Stars, but you hope that there's not going to be a massive overcommit. Now we have a 2v1. Levi again coming through the save by Potato. Oh, he saved it and clutched it out.
LCT put such a delicate touch on that shot right there, and I thought for sure it was going in. Heroic effort by Potato to keep us scoreless, at least for now. The defense from the Southern Stars still quite under the pump as CJM puts an angle on that ball no one was expecting, and our first goal goes over to the Bandits.
Just a beautiful first touch here in the corner. Knew exactly how he wanted to play. They got the angle that he wanted. And you see Haza and Potato sitting front post. That is a bit of a yikes moment there because they weren't able to react enough quickly.
So a 1-0 lead right now for the Bandits as LCT is going to push it straight down the middle. Unable to get that spike he was looking for. Still more pressure, more bumps coming from this orange side. LCT keeps the ball in the box. Leviathan barely gets it above Crazy and is also able to push that ball to the corner. This is very interesting from what I'm seeing so far. I think Levi definitely has to be the catalyst for this team, but LCT is just going to make it a harder job for him with that second goal right there.
As much as Levi is doing a lot of work on the pitch, it's when he's not in the defensive line that Southern Stars are being exposed, and that's not what you want to see early in this series. We're seeing Bandits really take control of this match and, you know, put up some good scoring opportunities.
That they are, but this next scoring opportunity might be coming from the Southern Stars side, although they're not going to commit on that attack just yet, and giving LCT space usually would be dangerous, but that's only when he has boost. Potato now going to try and go for a solo play back the other way, delivers that ball right into Crazy's lap, who says, thank you very much. I'm going to go for a double touch right now. Excuse me, 3-0.
Oh, a bit of a feels bad moment there for Haza. You see him pre-jump that angle, but Crazy, beautiful commit there, had all the faith that he was able to hit that past Haza, and like I said, Haza unfortunately not getting the read that he needed.
And we're seeing some of the mech prowess come out from the Bandits as well at the start of this. LCT has had some crazy touches. CJM has had some crazy touches. Even Crazy has had some crazy touches, as we just saw right there. And this is the threat that this Bandit side really brings to the table. All of them are just mechanical geniuses when it comes to the game of Rocket League, and they're continuing to put so much pressure against the Southern Stars side. I'm starting to worry about like sort of the scope of this series right now, because aside from Levi, it really feels like both Haza and Potato have just been picking sort of awkward angles and awkward defensive commits.
They have, and the hardest thing as well is when they're getting the opportunity to slow the play down. Oh wait, hold the phone. Crazy's just hit another double and it's extended the lead out to 4. This man cannot be stopped. But just to go through my previous point, to set up that play, Potato and Haza aren't controlling the ball and keeping the ball as close as what they need. They're giving the ball away in the wrong areas of the field, and that's setting up the opportunities for attack.
And we can see what the Bandits can do with even just a monochrome of space. The ability to go for these double touches. Crazy in particular, that is twice now. He has been able to execute a double touch seemingly untouched, as it were. Yes, Haza made an attempt on defense on that first one, but just kind of picked a bad angle. And look, this is the skill level where all these players can play these sort of mech plays. That's why you got to step forward and challenge them. However, I think this first game is pretty done and dusted as Crazy gets himself a neat little hat trick.
This was decimation at its finest. CJM faking out the challenge, Haza overcommitting, leaving a 2v1 situation, and the demo just to put insult to injury there as well as Bandits get their 5th goal. And this is the highest scoring match that I've seen so far in the ODL series.
Maybe it's a good thing Bullet isn't here to cast this one. I don't want to ever hear a depressed Bullet, and I'm worried that's probably what we'd be getting at this stage of the game, as his Southern Stars are just having a bit of a roughie to start off this semifinal. Granted, there is still plenty of games to be played. However, we really going to need a drastic change of style, I feel like, with the Southern Styles defensive half. I want to see him get a bit more aggressive, being willing to challenge a fair bit more, because if we continue to see the Bandits with this kind of space, they're just going to keep continuing running away with this match.
They will indeed. They are controlling the space. They're controlling the ball. They're pretty much controlling every aspect except for the opponent's car that you can. They're just doing a fantastic job at stifling the opportunities that Southern Stars have.
I mean, I'm still not even convinced that they're not controlling their opponent's car just yet. We've seen some of those awkward commits. I don't know. Could be a little bit of a spike or something in there. Just like, haha, I made you accelerate when you didn't want to. Shot from Potato. Looked good. CJM able to get behind it. Haza going to try to set up one more pass to Levi. That's going to be a goal. So at least the Southern Stars won't get shut out as we approach the dying seconds of our opener.
And this might be the thing that separates Southern Stars moving forward. If they're able to execute these passing plays, that's going to be a massive leg up, because the solo plays aren't working. We're seeing that Southern Stars aren't getting the time and space they need for the solo plays. So the next best thing is to go for those team plays.
And that's what I mean about not being so sure that they aren't controlling their opponent's cards, as Haza, who did go to Twitter before to complain about net issues, may have just suffered something right there. You can see the car not moving as the ball sails right over his head, and we're now 1 goal away from a Brazil.
Yeah, he just mentioned in the quick chat that he's trying to fix some settings of his, as the dying minutes of this, or dying seconds, I should say, of this match are being played.
Look at Levi. Levi was just rolling around upside down on the hood of his car. I think this one is well and truly over. I cannot blame the Southern Stars for resetting that mental, going like, okay, let's go next. CJM was going to go for an aerial play. Instead, Crazy goes for a double touch, delivers it to CJM. We get our Brazil scoreline as the Bandits take the opener.
Okay, that game, you need to just forget, move on, try to see what you can do for the next match. The thing that I want to see from Southern Stars is to have a little bit more control on the back line. Right now, they're getting the touches that they need initially, but then their second touches are going straight to the hood of the cars of the Bandits, and that's setting up for some incredible solo plays. If you give the ball to either one of these players, they're going to set up an amazing solo play. So that's where you need to try and keep the ball close, clear that 1 or 2 defender, and then go for a passing play.
Off topic, CJM, best skin in the game. I'm just saying that new Astral skin.
Oh, yes.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
The Interstellar. I was going to make a comment about Seaver's version of it, because he had an orange and red one, and with the black coming through, it looked amazing. But yes, Interstellar, best decal, hands down, changed my mind.
Now, I'm not even going to bother. I have, because you have your different custom sets. I think 4 of my skins right now are just various color combos of Interstellar.
Yeah.
I love it that much. And when I say like 4 of my sets, I mean like both. So there's really 8 different color combos I run with. However, we got more games to play. I can fangasm over Interstellar later. Better skin than movie. There, I said it. Kicking off is now time for game number 2.
All right, and this is where Southern Stars need to stamp their authority early. Levi already putting a shot in, trying to come out of the gates running.
Yeah, here we go. LCT already getting stuffed a bit by Haza. I think his net's a bit better as he goes for an early double touch, unable to commit on that shot. Crazy now, gonna try and show everyone how it's done, but does let the ball hit the ground right where Potato is waiting. Willing, open net situation, but no boost. He won't get there in time for the shot.
We're seeing some good opportunities coming from Southern Stars early, but I just want to point out how well Crazy did in that last save where he was able to read that massively heavy touch. Levi doing some mech things as well. He's really trying to step up for his team and put some pressure on.
I really want to see more mech plays. I really want to see more mech plays. And you can look deeper into that statement all you like, but yeah, I want to see more mech plays. Anyways, Haza with possession of the ball, going to throw it back up for Leviathan, who's going to push it towards the net. Crazy collects the ball instead, tries to drop it down, but Potato going for an intercept, I think may have gotten into the minds of the Bandits right there. Very sloppy play, sloppy defense continuing. Fortunately, a late flick from CJ nearly pushes him past the middle of the pitch. Crazy there, able to catch it, passing into CJM. Shot on target, it's slow. Crazy going for a pre-jump dunk. It's just unable to connect.
Well done by Potato there, because that pre-jump was going to be very, very dangerous. Most certainly going to be a goal. But it's Crazy coming through. The rotations, the offensive plays from Bandits are so confident. They are not letting up on this attack at the moment, as a bit of a double commit there by LCT, and Crazy won't get punished. LCT actually doing a really good job to pull out of that play, and he's able to keep his team in an offensive play.
And that's going to lead to the first goal, as CJM will be able to find one straight down the middle. You can see it right here, the pass from Crazy just put perfectly. You had both Crazy and LCT looking for that bump in the goal as well. It was all good to start things off for the Bandits. A triple commit for the goal, but that's all right when you get it in.
It is all right when you get it in, as we said, and LCT and CJM, as you said, trying to go for those bump plays in the goal line. There was nothing the solo defender could do there. They had to just hope that they were able to pre-jump and get the read, but unfortunately they could not. And that's where Bandits have really shown their strength, has been able to put that pressure on early, keep the pressure sustained as well, and then set up for a dangerous attack. But on the return, we have Baked Potato going for a solo, drawing out a defender. Haza dropping it to Levi. Shots there, but still get saved.
So close, so much pressure. Potato going to keep it through the corner, throwing it back to the box where Crazy can make a beautiful defensive touch. Fortunately, Leviathan was there to make that stop, but it's still going to lead to more Bandits offensive pressure off of the backboard. Where's Crazy? He was getting boosted, and he's not going to get to that ball fast enough. Counterattack opportunity. Levi with the spike just off top there.
And that is almost Levi's bread and butter. We've seen him time and time again making those plays. So a bit unfortunate for the Stars that he wasn't able to hit that one. But he is able to keep up the pressure, though. It does seem like they are able to beat out that challenge there. And Southern Stars again on the back foot.
It seems to be a reoccurring theme right now. Bandits and offensive pressure. Southern Stars struggling to crack that mid-pitch line as LCT looking to set himself up. It's a pass back across the middle of the pitch. Levi put a good touch on it. Unfortunately, no one was following through that corridor, and perhaps, you know, a little bit of desync in that synergy from the Southern Stars. Eventually, they do turn it into that attacking half, but there's more than enough time for the Bandits to sort of fall back with them, and I expect a strong defensive effort. There it is. Crazy breaks the lines.
The beautiful EU clear, so versatile in these matches. When you have all the pressure and you're able to get that one EU clear, it can alleviate all the hard work that the opposition does, and that's exactly what we see through the Bandits. Southern Stars were looking to pressure, but that one EU clear just means that they've got no opportunity to capitalize.
And they are running out of time in the second game as well. You never want to go down 2-0 in a series. 9 times out of 10, that is that death sentence. Good effort by Crazy to keep themselves in the lead and hand deliver to LCT, who can drop it to CJM. Okay, look, I'm going to call out Bandits B right now. I know everyone's LFT at this stage. Why are they not sticking together as a team right now? Because we are seeing this synergy time and time again. It's like they're all one player right now. These pass plays are just nearly immaculate.
Yeah, they're doing a fantastic job, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're able to, as CJM nearly gets a bit beautiful solo play there. Baked Potato faking out a touch, moving the ball forward, trying to make a play happen, and they still can get back into this match. It is only currently one goal that they need to make up to equalize in this series, but they are running out of time, 35 seconds remaining, and the ball is in the hands of the Bandits.
Ball is in their hands for the moment. Crazy's actually going to take it up to the roof as well. Haza with the bump does mean Leviathan can go for that clear, but Haza has to recover. He wants to redirect it. He does get the pass to Potato. Ball's going to come through the corner. That second touch was cheeky, but LCT sees through and will drive it straight down the center. Leviathan forced to make a defensive effort, but he doesn't put the best touch on the ball. Potato has the boost. Going for that drive, going for that dribble. He's going to go for a backboard pinch, but CJM makes it look far too easy with that defensive stop. Final second, ball's not going anywhere. The Bandits take game number 2.
Better game from both teams. We saw Bandits being held a little bit more into their backline, which is a good sign for Southern Stars, but it's the shot differential that's going to be the biggest factor. We had 8 shots coming through from the Bandits and only 5 from Southern Stars. So when you think it's not a massive difference, it's only 3 shots, it's still missed opportunities, and that means that they're not getting as many opportunities to put something on. So Southern Stars need to find a way to link up more and get more of those passing plays. We saw in that first match, their passing plays were deadly. When they could execute it, they scored a goal. At the moment, they're not doing it, and that's where they need to kind of reassess what they're doing.
And I think that's really the big difference in the shots that we're seeing from both these teams, because while yes, Southern Stars did get 5 shots in, it really felt like a lot of them, save from that near goal we saw from Levi, were from sort of these counterattack solo plays. They never really were able to establish a solid offensive attack with, you know, clean rotations and just keep peppering that goal until something breaks. There's always these sort of fast counterattack plays. They wouldn't work, and then they'd be forced to fall back on defense because, to the Bandits' credit, their defensive touches have been so strong, and they've just been throwing that pressure right back almost immediately each and every time. I think it's just going to be hard, really, for the Southern Stars to find those passing attempts because they're so frequently under the pump.
Exactly. They are very much under the pump, and credit to Bandits with their defensive touches. Like we said, they're able to manage to get those first and second touches to keep themselves relevant in the field, and that's where Southern Stars are lacking a little bit. We're seeing maybe more from Baked Potato, where he is getting a defensive touch, but it's going straight to the other players.
When I first cast a Baked Potato game / tournament, it was in ones. And in my eyes, I think he will always be that ones player. And unfortunately, you know, his gameplay today hasn't really convinced me otherwise. He still is just always going for those solo plays. And while he's amazing at them, in threes against a team that can do this, you need a bit more. What a pass and shot right there from LCT.
Beautiful setup there from CJM's. LCT having the direct read, nothing that Levi could do. He'd almost have to pre-jump and make sure that he kind of stopped that pass from being able to execute. So a bit unfortunate as we see Bandits take again the lead there away from the Southern Stars, but it looks to be a bit of an opportunity. No, the touch again, very clean from the Bandits, and they're able to hold out on the defensive side.
Okay, so 2 things I need to quickly address. First of all, hashtag ODL Finals in that Twitch chat. Put yourself in a giveaway for some credits, which will be announced at the end of the series. Second thing I want to bring up is, you know, my sort of predictions and outlook on this entire tournament. Now, fun fact, and I've been kind of public with this, Southern Stars are my pick to win this entire tournament. But I did say that they were going to lose to Bandits in the semifinal, and that seems to be the case right now. I'm almost regretting my pick, though, because the Bandits are just looking like such a complete team. Every member stepping up at various moments in this matchup, and I'm really starting to wonder, like, what sort of Herculean effort is going to be needed to beat this Bandits team? Maybe it's pinches like that. Unfortunately, it's just off topic.
I'm glad to see there's a bit more team play coming out of this Southern Stars team, because at the moment they're looking much stronger. As much as they are currently 1 goal down, they definitely look to have a bit more confidence as Potato beats out 2. This is an open out opportunity, but Haza hits it backwards, and that's a bit of a misplay there. Southern Stars could have gone with a bit of an opportunity there, but Bandits able to capitalize on that misplay. Double commit there as well will mean that Crazy will be able to take control of the ball, put it up, but Levi luckily there for the save.
Yeah, but they don't need saves. They need offensive pressure. I mean, obviously saves work. You can't stop having saves, but it's just not enough in the equation right now. Levi trying to force the issue up of that backboard. Crazy's going to have it, but Haza's there. What a late flick from Crazy in order to stop that attacking effort. However, awkward bounce off the crossbar opens up the door for Potato, and we are tied.
And that's always the hardest thing with the post there, is you don't know exactly which way. You can see CJM committing to that ball, going a little bit more directly straight forward rather than cutting back into the goal. Just a bit of an unfortunate read there, but that means Southern Stars are back in this match. They are 1-1 in this series, but they're going to have to like you said, a Herculean effort to stop this Bandits team.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good start. Potato kind of did that all himself, so... All right, a solo play did get you 1 goal, but will that get you a series, let alone a game? Crazy. Going to bounce it off the backboard. CJM with time, with space. Doesn't quite get the velocity on that shot he was looking for. LCT pushed up a fair bit, means Leviathan might be able to punish, but he lets the ball sail a bit too high as Crazy takes it back. Potato buying time, so forcing Crazy through the corner. Cheeky spike underneath Haza forces Potato out of the box. Where's that next man? It's LCT, but he's too far back.
What I'm liking about Bandits is they're not rushing. They're very aware of the passing plays. They're setting up in positions where they're going to be able to capitalize on some of these passing plays from the Southern Stars. So we see LCT just splitting the gap there, and that's a ball that he's able to follow up on, forcing Potato to get a touch, but they're able to still force out some heavy touches and regain control, and that's been their, defining factor up to their success.
Yeah, it's been very, very good Rocket League to watch, I feel like. As a little bit of bumping and grinding right there with Haza does let Potato have a shot, but LCT always able to get there at that last second. It feels like stops the approach. Lob shot from Crazy forces a lot of cars in a very dangerous situation right now. If LCT can recover, not quite. No boost for him, as Potato instead will push it forward in terms of the Southern Stars. Crazy goes for a spike, able to follow it through, dribbling it down. Haza's going to have to play defense, doesn't touch the ball, but Potato from underneath shoots it straight down the middle. CJM able to make a last-second recovery.
A very, very nice touch there by CJM. He's able to take the momentum of the ball, but hold the phone. Potato once again, the solo play coming through, and he is able to get the second. And for the first time this series, Southern Stars take the lead.
He was bumped as well. That's the Herculean effort we're talking about. Get bumped, get knocked off course, recover, and put on that shot. Potato giving Southern Stars their first proper lead. And with that, 30 seconds remaining, very good chance we can see game number 4.
Very, very good chance indeed. All they need now is just to hold on, turtle up, and make sure they don't have any opportunities for the Bandits to get back into this match. And that is going to be a tall order, as they have looked very clean up until this point, as Leviathan taking control of the ball. Beautiful play there, able to move the ball into the orange side of the field. He's able to actually get a dunk there as well to keep it locked in, and that's a lot of time bought for Southern Stars.
Time much desperately needed, although here comes one last attack. Crazy shot is good! And with 3 seconds remaining, the counterattack equalizes a stop.
Just like that, the counterattack so beautiful. The pass from CJM perfectly linking up with Crazy, and like an all-in play there, they had to go for it. 3 seconds were remaining on the clock, and they've equalized the scoreline.
Not done yet. 2 seconds to go. Let's see if this game ends in regulation. It's pretty much overtime now, as the ball touches the ground. 2-all. Southern Stars playing for their winner's bracket life.
Exactly right. There's only one opportunity, one goal left for them to get it, and that was almost going to be game over for them, but luckily the ball does not go in. They give themselves another opportunity, but they need this one goal to give themselves any kind of hope in the upper bracket series.
Let's see if they can establish some consistent attacking pressure in this overtime. Potato, ball in the corner, slow rolls it across the box. It's a double commit. It does look, though, as if the Bandits got enough of it. Crazy fakes a touch right there. Haza able to push it forward. Great dunk by CJM, but Crazy gets in the way. That shot would have been on target, and although I don't think it would have been a goal, it would have forced defenders out of the box. Still, one last attempt. It's the double touch, but it hits Potato and does not go in.
Crazy has been so deadly with those double touches, and he has to be a player that you have to look out for those solo plays, so you have to make sure you stop this as soon as possible. Levi does exactly that, gets the ball away from him, but the rotations from Bandits are so clean. That's going to win! That's going to be Potato again with the hat trick. He's done it, ladies and gentlemen. Single-handedly scored all 3 goals for the Southern Stars' first win.
CJM picking a bad angle. It was all aggression on the mind of the Bandits, and Potato just needs to touch that ball towards the goal, and they will get themselves that first crucial step into performing a reverse sweep. Now, will it happen? I'm still a little bit skeptical. However, it's good to see the Southern Stars pull one out in overtime.
It definitely is. And that means that they should have more confidence moving forward into these last few matches. And it puts a bit of doubt as well into the Bandits about their playstyle. So far, they haven't been punished up until this series with their over-aggression. And now we've seen the punishment. We've seen Potato capitalizing on some really good positioning and getting those cheeky goals. So hopefully that's going to be lingering in the mind of the Bandits. And that could mean we have a tighter series.
Perhaps. But the big critical thing, though, that I'm kind of keep falling back on is we still haven't seen variety in the Southern Stars attack. Yes, Potato is putting forth some amazing solo plays, it feels like, but it still hasn't really felt like a team effort for the setup, for those goals, particularly on defense. It's still sort of one player just trying to force it across the middle of the pitch and then force opportunities in that regards. The shots tell the story in this one. It was still 11 shots to 4. Typically, the team with 4 shots doesn't usually win. However, the Bandits still have that offensive pressure, and I don't know if the Southern Stars can be sustainable with the sort of approach that they've had.
It's very true. The fact that they are being, stifled on their shooting opportunities means that they're not going to really have great opportunities. You can play defense as much as you want. You can be solid on defense, but if you can't score, you're just not going to be able to have that opportunity to win. So you need to try and put some more
this
shots
is
on.
a goal. No, LCD puts it high as opposed to taking the shot. I'm a little bit surprised by that. I thought we were going to see that kickoff 3-man goal coming from the Bandits. Instead, it's actually going to be Haza leading the charge for the Southern Stars. But again, it's that solo push up the middle that doesn't always necessarily work. Levi trying to buy some time in the corner, but I'm pretty sure the rest of the Stars rotated all the way back, and that's how they lose a lot of their offensive pressure.
Exactly. Being, almost expressing, as the term says, to go for those back boosts means that you lose all of that offensive pressure, as you said, Max, to set something up in case the ball manages to spill your way. You want to be relevant in the play at all times. And now we see the passing play coming up. Potato gets a beautiful touch past one, waits patiently for the second, but the bump, the offensive plays, those 1%ers are really working out for the Bandits.
I will give credit to Levi at this stage, though. He is the one who has been cheating forward on the Southern Star side, something he wasn't doing too much before, but he's starting to do it a bit more now, and I think as we get later into this game, we'll start to see that effect more and more, perhaps with longer sustained attacks coming from the Southern Star side. Haza has a chance, LCT, there for that save, and we have seen the ball more on the orange side of the pitch than we have thus far in any game really this series. So already Levi's, I think, more aggressive positioning is helping his team out. Now we just need to see the same from Haza, I feel like, and perhaps we get a complete Southern Star side.
I would agree. Potato as well is going for some offensive plays. Through this man! Oh my god. Wow. Very, very well done there. You see the read, the touch, perfectly executed.
Okay, so that's the best double touch I think we've seen this tournament thus far. Sorry, Bullet, that one in the last series, yeah, that was pretty good, but I'm pretty sure Potato just dunked on everyone. Lead going to the Southern Stars, Potato adding to it, and this man wants to go to that winner's final.
He is definitely feeling himself. He is hot like a freshly roasted potato. He's coming through. He is ready to play this game, and he cannot be stopped at this point. So far, Southern Stars are looking to have that renewed confidence in their gameplay, and it's all thanks to Potato.
Yeah, I mean, the individual effort that is coming out of Potato right now is nigh unstoppable, and this is what was lacking, I feel like, perhaps in their approach from the first 2 games. Maybe they know something I didn't with the let's just throw Potato at the ball and good things will happen. I still am skeptical, but that skepticism is waning away. However, opportunity for CJM, he puts it a bit wide to the right. LCT with the fall through. Again, it's off of that crossbar. Now the defenders are in position. The goal is going to be that much more difficult. CJM gets it past one. Going up high. Haza is the next challenger. He misses it as well, but the rest of the Bandits fell back to mid-pitch. Crazy going to go for a spike play off of the roof. The defense makes the save.
The defense is still looking a bit shaky for Southern Stars. Yes, they're having a lot more offensive pressure and they're being very, very efficient with their offensive plays, but the defense is still looking shaky. They're putting the ball back onto the nose of the opponents, and that's giving them really a hard time on the defensive side.
It has been, yet at the same time, they still have been able to hold on, though, and past that halfway mark, still a 2-goal differential right now. We could be seeing that game 5, and that is absolutely insane to me, considering how dominant the Bandits were in games 1 and 2. A goal nearly went in right there. Perhaps Now they can find their first one in the game. Ball off the backward. LCT does not beat Potato, who you know with that side boost is going to keep pushing. He's going to challenge CJM, who gets it just underneath the baked one. Crazy now. Going to try and pass it across the box. Easy save for Levi.
Yeah, beautiful save there. That keeps the ball away, but that touch by LCT, he had the read every day of the week and is able to get one back for the Bandits. And this is what I mean in terms of the shaky defense from Southern Stars. They're not really getting those touches that they can follow up on. They're getting the saves when they need them, but then it's that sustained attack that Bandits are so known for that's really keeping them relevant.
It has been keeping them relevant, but it hasn't given them that lead yet. Now, a minute 42 remaining. Plenty of time. In fact, we might see it tied right now. LCT puts an awkward touch. Crazy committed on it, which means there's no third man, and a little bit over eager perhaps from the Bandits. I'm now starting to sense that's urgency on the orange side. They need to calm things down. Leviathan able to break it past one attacker. Going the distance, opportunity for Potato. Cannot beat LCT. Counterattack looks good. CJM is in the center. He's got the shot and he's got the goal.
As soon as you put your teammate in a 2v1 situation, Potato here going for that dunk, it's so hard as a last defender to know exactly where you want that ball to go. You have to pretty much pre-jump and hope for the best, but at 9 times out of 10, you can't get that read, and perfect counter-attack execution from Bandits.
It was so quick. The pass incredibly on point. Haza off the kickoff. Takes the lead right back, however, and Southern Stars, they're continuing to fight for that game 5.
So we see the kickoff, from the Southern Stars being very strong. So hopefully that's going to give them an opportunity. As long as they can continue to keep the pressure on the kickoff, they keep themselves relevant in this match and again retake the lead.
LCT gets it past 1 and 2 attackers, but can't get it past the third. Just over a minute remaining, and once more the orange side need goals. Crazy delivers. 1:01 to go.
It's very interesting how this play developed. You see Crazy pretty much going himself for this play. Beautiful second touch. And this is what I mean about the influence of the second touch. You see exactly that with Crazy. He was able to get a touch that he could follow up straight away and set up that counter attack. So that's what we want to see from both sides.
Crazy again over the middle. This time Potato is back in the box there for the save. LCT going to try and trump a pass. I believe the CJM would have been the target, but not like it looks. Instead falls back on defense. Right call as Levi put an absolute banger towards that net. 42 seconds to go. No score change means once again we'll happen to overtime. Realistically, 38 seconds. Next goal probably takes this one, and if it comes from the Bandits, that is a trip to the winners final.
Exactly right. Still in this do or die situation for Southern Stars. They have to reverse sweep. So that means they have to win every single match from this point onwards. They can't afford to drop a series point because Bandits are looking to go to that upper bracket. And now LCT linking up with Crazy, looking to move that ball forward. He's going to drop it down to a good spot, but CJM can't quite capitalize. And now Levi with boost should be able to set something up. Haza going for the forward play. Levi getting a touch middle. Potato takes the shot.
Oh, that was close. That was close, but we're not done yet. Ball's gonna, okay, it does touch the ground. Still not done yet for obvious reasons. We have ourselves the overtime. Once again in overtime for the Southern Stars to stay alive in the winner's bracket. They did it once before. It was off of the back of Potato. Levi this time is going to hand deliver it to Potato. 2 defenders on the backboard. Where's the third one? He's underneath. A shot from Haza is not quite accurate enough. It could have been that opportunity instead. The Bandits looking to mount that counterattack. Potato stops it in his tracks. Double commit from the orange side. Leviathan gets the ball more towards the box, but CJM holds it in the corner.
This is very scary from both teams. We're seeing them double commit on the offensive plays and leaving 2v1s on both sides of the field, and that's not what you want to see. You almost want to kind of make sure you're only sending one person up and turtle up, but the shot from Crazy! Oh my god, wow, what a play.
It felt like time and time again throughout the series, we would just look down and see a pink streak going, zooming really across the center of that pitch, banging in goals left, right, and center, down the middle, and the Bandits do take this one in overtime. They will be advancing to our grand final.